New congressional maps are all but certain to go into effect in Florida ahead of the midterms. The state legislature approved this. It's a fresh new congressional map. It was approved yesterday and proposed by Governor DeSantis. It aims to give Republicans 4 more seats in Congress. CBS News' Jarred Hill is following this story for us and joins us on set this morning. Jerry, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Errol. So this map would maximize Republican presence there in the state of Florida. The Governor Ron DeSantis is unveiling this new map, and the state's legislature, along party line vote to pass it during a special session. It now heads to his desk for his signature. Florida is currently represented by 20 Republicans and 7 Democrats. 1 seat is empty right now after the resignation of former Democratic Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick. The new map aims to eliminate or shrink Democratic-leaning districts in Tampa, Orlando, as well as parts of the state's southeast coast. Now, if this gets passed, the state would end up with 24 Republicans in the House and gain a 4-seat gain for them. Governor DeSantis has said that the mid-decade redraw is needed because of an undercount in Florida's 2020 census. The DeSantis aide who drew up the map told the legislature that it was done in a, quote, race-neutral way, but also revealed that, quote, partisan or electoral data was considered. It's not clear if this new map could go into effect before this year's elections. Also, the National Democratic Redistricting Committee said that they're going to challenge this in the courts. Florida's state constitution prohibits redrawing maps based on party lines, but DeSantis has appointed 6 of the 7 justices on Florida's Supreme Court. Errol.
Jared, you had this major Supreme Court ruling yesterday in Louisiana against its new redistricting map. How might that affect the overall picture nationwide?
Right. And as well, this could even potentially affect what's happening in Florida. And Governor DeSantis talked about this as well. So he says that the new Supreme Court ruling invalidates a part of the Florida Constitution that requires the use of race in redistricting, giving them this pathway to redraw it. The Supreme Court struck down Louisiana's congressional map that included 2 majority black districts, saying the state's maps relied too heavily on race. Now, the map had been redrawn to comply with parts of the Voting Rights Act that bans racial discrimination in voting. The Supreme Court ruling came down along ideological lines, with all 6 conservative justices in the majority and all 3 liberal justices dissenting. Yesterday, after this ruling, CBS News spoke with House Speaker Mike Johnson, who represents Louisiana, as well as Democratic Congressman Cleo Fields, whose district could be eliminated.
They determined that the last map that was drawn for Louisiana was done unconstitutionally, and we've been saying that consistently from the beginning. That was the obvious result. So we'll see what effect it has. We have, as you know, a primary coming up in about 2 weeks. So we'll see if the state legislature deems it appropriate to go in and draw new maps.
It's really not about, that little seat in Louisiana. It's about redistricting all over the nation. It's about the voting rights of people all over the nation, particularly people who live in the southern part of our country. And it is devastating.
And CBS News chief legal correspondent Jan Crawford spoke with Louisiana's attorney general, who said that the state could put in new maps before those upcoming primaries.
It will certainly be a big lift in order to change things. And some people will not be happy about that. And some people might be very happy about that. So, I can't tell you what the legislature is going to do. I can tell you that they do have time to do it.
They could change the dates of when the primaries would be.
Correct.
Well, the Washington Post is reporting that Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry has told Republican House candidates that he plans to suspend next month's primaries so that state lawmakers can pass a new congressional map first. The Post says that announcement could come as early as Friday, Errol.
Such an important story, Jared.
Yes.
Our viewers should certainly be aware. Thank you so much.
Yep.